Hey Taurus, how are you today? It is July 21st. Welcome to the channel. If you'd like a personal reading, check the description box below. You can see my email, shoot me a note, and let me know what times you're available and dates, and we'll get something locked in. As always, if you can like, share, subscribe, put some comments in, all that good stuff. Would love it. Trying to get this channel up and running, so any support I can get would be greatly appreciated. But let's just dive right into the reading. That's what you're here for, right? Today we're going to be using the Archetypes deck by Kim Krans. It's the Wild Unknown series. If you're not familiar, I would highly recommend. It's an awesome, I think she's got 4 different decks now, but they're all amazing and beautiful artwork. So in the pre-shuffle, Taurus, this is kind of what I got for you. The first card we had is the Ring. Next card is the Mask, followed by Apocalypsis, the Cave, Thanatos, the Lover, and on the bottom of the deck we have the Starborn. Love this card for whatever reason. Just love the artwork on that. So Taurus, I think you're in some type of commitment right now where either you or somebody else is wearing a mask. It's like you're not fully being fake, but there's some hidden aspects, I think, to yourself, the other person, that is not being fully unveiled in this commitment. It's creating a lot of stress in your life because I feel that you are intuitively picking up on this, and I don't feel like it's you. It could be you, but I feel as if there are parts of you maybe that you're hiding or that you're not fully coming forth with, maybe because it causes drama or conflict, but it's really bothering you. And I think you also see there's an awareness as to this other person and the commitment you're in, that either they're hiding something or it's just not fully being revealed in your day-to-day interactions. But I think that you're fully aware of it, Taurus, and it is causing you internal stress because maybe you can't say anything, you can say something, but you're choosing not to, rather. And it's making you go within. I think it's making you question the commitment that you have with this person. It's making you question if you want to stay in a situation like that because it's genuinely not fulfilling for you, and I think you don't want to play games type of thing. Or it could be as well that there are parts of yourself that you just are not comfortable showing to another person yet, and it's making you go within to understand like what you can show the world, what you can't, how that's going to affect the relationship. Or again, you're thinking about this and the other person, there's an awareness, or you can sense that they're aware that you're hiding something, a part of yourself that maybe you want to come forth or show. Maybe it's the vulnerable aspect to who we are, that's often somewhat hidden, I think, in relationships, just because it's hard. You don't want to always just totally be transparent with who you are. Maybe the other person won't like it. Maybe they're going to push you away. But ultimately, there is some internal conflict and is making you reassess how relationships are, how that might impact the connectivity that you have with this individual. And I think that you're caught in a web because either there's situations from the past that you've been in where when you showed this side to yourself, or the other person has, it's definitely caused some type of conflict, and it's been hard to get out of those situations once you're like stuck in them, right? It's like almost being baited, right? To some capacity, where you're going to be eaten alive, so to speak. It's just really hard to get out of that because once you show that side of yourself, I think you're terrified that someone's either going to use it against you, they're going to use it to harm you in some way, take from you, eat you alive, whatever. You're basically baited, and it's like you can't come out of that once. It's like you see something, you can't unsee it type of thing. So I think it's terrifying you to some capacity, whether you want to fully come out and just be who you are, or that other person is maybe thinking this and you're aware of that and you can see it, that there's something that they're not coming forth with. And I think that you're also really trying to assess, Taurus, this other person, because maybe there are parts of them that, it could also be too, sorry, I just had this come to mind. Sometimes when you have been traumatized or hurt in the past, it makes you closed off in a way that you're not totally comfortable with, or the other person could be. And I think that maybe you or the other person sensing that. Maybe they're a really good person that you've recently met, or there's a type of lover that you are definitely attracted to. Like there's a goodness of heart, a purity of soul, there's a beautiful grace to this card, right? Where the lover is truly coming forth with a genuine offer, and maybe there are parts of you that just cannot see that fully because of your past hurts or wounds, or that when you did expose that part of yourself, maybe the dark aspect to who you are at times, it's made you fearful to come all the way out, right? It's kind of like, I'll come a little bit out, but not all the way until I know for sure that they're like this and there's no malice being used, or manipulation, control, that type of thing. You'll stay in your cave kind of until you know it's safe, right? But you're moving into a new type of energy, which is really beautiful. It's almost like an egg hatching, right? Or about to hatch. It's really exciting because this lover, I think, is going to help you have a breakthrough of some sort, that it's okay to come out and play. But you have to, like, essentially be willing to take a risk. And this Starborn card is really beautiful because, you know, there's, once it's like hatching, once you come out, I think that you're going to realize, or even go ask yourself, what have I been hiding for so long? Because maybe I missed out on a lot of great opportunities, a lot of cool people that I maybe passed up on just because I wasn't ready to fully unveil who I am to the world. But it's making you excited. I think you're starting to realize that if this connection is possible, then there's probably more that exists in the world that maybe you never, maybe your perspective is changing, Taurus, too, just on, like, I'm ready to come out of this state of mind and move, and I'm willing to let it go and go within myself to understand, like, why did this occur? Why did this happen? Maybe the whole point was just to realize the beauty within yourself being mirrored back to you. Could be a twin soul, a twin flame connection as well. But you're starting to see this inside of you now, and maybe somebody else kind of made you feel like this all the time. There are toxic connections and there are good connections. Ultimately, it's kind of like, where are you putting your energy to? But it's been hidden for so long, and it's ready to be unveiled to the world. It's just kind of like, you have to take the step to release whatever's been holding you back from doing that, I guess. And the bottom, and actually no, let me pick one more card for you, Taurus. That's kind of what I'm going to do here. One more card. One more. Interesting reading. So you got the sword. These two flow out together, so I'll just read them. The sword, and we've got the castle. So yeah, definitely, Taurus. Some type of information or communication is going to come forth where it's going to shatter your thoughts, experiences, mindset tied to the past, and give you some healing. It's going to force you to look at the dark aspects to who you are, the things you've done, your behaviors, actions, and really just kind of release that so you can move into a new state of being, which is really beautiful, and it's ready to birth to the world. It's ready to come out if you can just step forth and take action against it. And when you do that, I think everything's going to manifest in the way that you want, Taurus. It's going to come forth in a new, beautiful way that you did not know existed. You're going to give yourself more to people, to the right people who are going to value you, right? The pearls. And they're going to see the beauty in who you are. You don't even have to put on any type of mask. It's just going to come forth in a way that is totally natural for you and organic. And in doing so, like I said, you're going to see the world in a brand new set of eyes, which is really beautiful. So that's kind of all I have for you today, Taurus. I hope you have a good rest of the week, and look forward to seeing you guys again soon. All right, take care. Bye.